bitch ass. Yeah. Hey, now we can't box. There's a whole.
From having a weapon pulled on him to getting sucker punched, here are 15 times that Jack Doherty got embarrassed on camera. Alright, so Jack is popular for annoying people and celebrating when people react. Now, oftentimes he hides behind his muscle bodyguard, knowing that they gonna protect him no matter what. Now, on this day, Jack's walking on the beach when the father points out the offensive hoodie one of the crew's wearing. Now, the man was worried about his kids seeing the slurs as this was a very public and family-friendly area. Now, instead of owning up, the streamer had the audacity to tell the father that his kids couldn't read.
Watch your kids. Go walk away.
You got something to say, you mother?
McKinley!
The exchange escalated with another man attacking Jack. Now, the security guys had to intervene when the father also went after Jack. Talk about a lot of drama for a man just trying to protect his kids. Foozie's was hanging out at Jack's house so he could meet the Island Boys. Now, the evening turned into chaos when Jack started making fun of Foozie, and then this happened.
Baby said, hey, yo, you're a bitch.
So instead of acknowledging what he done, Jack continued insulting Foozie, calling him degrading names while he removed his now wet shirt. So Jack grabbed a water bottle and intended to do the same to Foozie, but then this happened.
Hey, now we can't box. There's a whole.
Now this humiliating moment made Jack talk smack about Foozie, but in the end he hid behind the security guards like he always does when he's in trouble. Foozie had to be escorted out after exchanging a few profanities with the streamer. Neon and Jack was live streaming at the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 2024 in June. I'm pretty sure Neon went to Jack accusing him of pointing too much. Now, as expected, Jack had a negative reaction and did this.
What do you get out of that, bro?
I didn't shit.
Bro, that's your boy. What do you get out of that, bro?
Get out of my face.
Now, this escalated into a full-on fight that had a lot of each team trying to separate the two streamers. Jack straight tried to fight Neon, but it was clear that he was no match for him. Neon had enough of Jack's bad behavior and made that clear. After getting humiliated, Jack decided to take it a notch further. After the altercation with Neon, Jack just had to get the last word, or in this case, the last punch. Now, the two streamers been escorted out by security for their vile actions, but when walking down the hallway, Jack ran after Neon and did this.
Jack.
Yeah, Jack tried to ambush Neon, but luckily Neon's security was on high alert. And Jack had to be restrained by his own security, resulting in a standoff. Now, this wasn't what anybody wanted to see at the BKFC. Now, it went badly for Jack, who not only embarrassed himself, but got his $250,000 watch broken. And man, dude was also banned for a month from Kick. Another scenario, Jack was hanging out with the Island Boys trying to shoot content. As usual, the topic of who's better comes up with Jack claiming that he's richer than the Island Boys. Now, he started provoking Red into a fight, and then that's when this happened.
Yo, bro, why
I would go right there.
Bro, go ahead.
No, I don't want to hurt.
Yeah, the situation de-escalated after Jack stopped provoking him. The two then found themselves in Jack's bedroom where Jack asked Red if they could have a boxing game one day. Well, Red called Jack out, insisting that they ought to fight right then. Having been called down on his bluff, Jack was embarrassed and said this.
You want to box right now?
Yeah. Bare knuckles, come on.
Alright, bro, you see you're tripping. I'm not bare knuckle boxing you, but I know I'll drop you.
This is actually good as I'm not gonna lie.
To save some face, Jack later claimed that Red was stalling by asking for a bare knuckle fight, when in reality that couldn't happen. However true that might have been, it didn't lessen the sting of humiliation that Jack suffered. And yet another beef with the Island Boys, Jack had been hanging out at their house, but he started provoking them into a fight. And this escalated to a level that caused this to happen.
Why are you being a baby? Ooh. Hey, stop.
There's no fighting way you're taking that, Jack.
Yo, what the
After the fight, both teams tried to get Jack and Red to reconcile. Now, Red acted like he was fine, but instead he did this.
Cool on the ground.
Whoa. Yo, what the fuck?
Well, Jack ended up with a black eye and had to run off to his crew after realizing that this was not a fight that he gonna win. Now, this is one of many fights that Jack and the Island Boys have gotten into. In his next instant, Jack found himself deeply embarrassed when a guy started harassing him, calling him slurs and refusing to leave him alone. Initially, the guy came up to Jack explaining that he hated the streamer. He then started getting aggressive and warned Jack that if he dared to touch him, he was going to regret it.
I don't want you to be scared. I don't want you to be scared.
You're walking down Miami Beach looking for clout, bro.
I'm just walking, bro. You are the one looking for
You're
clout.
looking for videos, bro. You're looking for...
Now, the guy had undergone a serious back surgery and threatened to sue Jack if he assaulted him. Now, Jack tried to ignore the dude, but he kept following him around. It was kind of like the dude was trying to provoke Jack into a reaction, and the fact that Jack couldn't react made him feel utterly humiliated. So Jack tried to flaunt his wealth to the guy, but this only made him come off as arrogant.
Let's go. Yeah, you say you have more money than me. Let's go. Let's go mil for mil.
Look up Bernard Logistics.
Pull up, show me $1 million.
Shit.
Show me $1 million cash right now. Show me $1 million cash if you make more money than me, bro. Exactly.
In the end, the dude was dragged off by his friends. Now, this ended well, but in the next scenario, that was not the case. John, Zerka, and Prime was hanging out at Jack's house when Jack started disrespecting him. Now, he'd walk up to Zerka, pretend to punch him, and then run away to hide behind his guards. That childish bravado did not sit well with Zerka, so he did this.
Oh, come on. I only have one more left of these. You bitch. Wait, my chain, bitch.
But Jack didn't stop. Him and his friends kept on surrounding Zerka, looking like they wanted to attack him. And then Zerka did this.
You and I shake your old broke motherfucker. Okay.
Give me a hug. I can kill everyone in this house. I can end it.
And then toward the end, Zerka did this.
Hands with him or something. Get it over with.
I have no problem with him, but he has a problem with
Just
me.
shake hands, bro. Just shake hands. Like, let it be.
Cool. All right.
Now, he warned Jack against grabbing him, and Jack got so humiliated that he had to turn his attention to Prime. And this brings us to the next humiliating moment. So Jack started arguing to Prime, and Zerka were refusing to leave his house. Now, since Zerka had proven that he was not to be messed with, Jack turned his attention on Prime. So the two had a heated exchange regarding respect, with Jack throwing shade at Prime. The two streamers then told Jack that if he wanted him gone, he should have asked him to leave and not behave like a lame kid. Instead of lashing out, Prime decided to bid his time, and when everybody was relaxing, he did this.
And that's nice.
Bitch ass nigga. Yeah. I told you, bitch ass nigga.
Jack was caught by surprise and he couldn't react in any way but feel humiliated. Now, Prime was escorted outside, but he was smug, having taught Jack a lesson about respect. When punches ain't enough, words sure do the trick. In this case, Jack had invited Fusi over, and as usual, he started disrespecting him. So Jack and his girlfriend decided to crash a frat party, believing that they popular enough and everybody's gonna want to hang out with them. But the reality was different. A few people recognized Jack, but a lot of people paid him no heed except maybe a picture or two. But his rude behavior soon made the college students angry, particularly the dudes. Now, Jack made it seem like he was better than all of them and nobody was putting up with that disrespect, and then this happened.
What is he doing, bro? Now we all get in. Oh, look at him press him.
This caused an altercation where the frat boys asked Jack to leave. Instead, he started telling them how school's uncool and bragging about his net worth. But the humiliating moment happened when one of the guys went to tell Jack to the campus security. In another crazy situation, Jack was in the car with his friends and the Island Boys when an argument began. As usual, Jack was bragging about how much money he had and how everybody in the car worked for him. Now, this pompous air of importance was not agreeable to everybody as this suddenly happened.
Yup, you guys worked for me. Nice try, dumbass. Nice try. What's good? What's good?
However, Red ain't done. He starts kicking all over while Jack's security guard tries to restrain him. Now, this resulted in a serious fight, and Jack's girlfriend ended up getting hit by Red. Now, this moment took a dark turn when Red realized what he'd done. But ain't nobody feel no sympathy for Jack. He started this whole mess and ended up causing his girlfriend to get hurt. Not only was it embarrassing being hit by Red like that, but it was also kind of fatal. But ain't nothing gonna be more embarrassing than getting kicked out of club. Now, this is a place where everybody's allowed, so getting kicked out is kind of humbling, especially for Jack. Now, him and his team was at a nightclub when they started causing trouble. And they went to the bathroom and seemed to lock themselves in there. Now, the owner of the club assumed that they was doing something shady and had them escorted out of the club since they was minors and not of legal drinking age. Now, instead of walking out, Jack started bad-mouthing the owner, leading to this. And
Yo, what the f? Don't touch him! This guy!
In the end, Jack and his friends gotta leave. When that's what happened, Jack tried to save face, saying that his live viewers were spamming the owner. So Jack tries to show that he's invincible, but in real life, he ain't nothing but a dumb kid. And one of the greatest beefs on Kick has gotta be between Jack and Lenny Miller. Now, Lenny and his crew had showed up at Jack's house, so Jack had gone live saying mean things about Lenny. Now, this time, Jack finds himself in hot water after Lenny shows up at Jack's house the following day with boxing gloves. Now, Lenny wanted Jack to stand on business and mean the words that he'd said the previous night.
You talk trash on the stream last night. Let's go. I don't care. And you think it's funny? You won't say it to my face, but you'll say it on the VOD, huh?
Jack was enjoying himself, and this confrontation was embarrassing to say the least. Now, he chose to walk away, but Lenny called him out on his bad behavior. Jack's friends called Lenny out for wanting to box Jack despite the obvious height and body difference. Lenny maintained that Jack had invited him and his crew over and he wasn't going to let Jack talk smack about him while the truth was obvious.
I have boxing gloves. Let's go. You're talking trash. Let's go. I literally will box you right now.
Once again, Jack's girlfriend ended up getting hurt while Jack hid behind a security team and relied on his friends to defend him, looking like somebody might want to consider getting a new boyfriend. Now, in the end, Jack throws Lenny's camera in the pool and's got Lenny kicked out of the house, but the damage is already done. Now, this one is cringe, so brace yourself. Jack appeared in an interview with Dr. Phil, and the issue being discussed was Jack's disruptive jokes. Now, at the time, he was just 17, but he'd already created a bad reputation for himself. So Dr. Phil addressed the situation where Jack had pranked his older brother by stealing his new car. Now, this is what happened.
Don't touch my camera. Stop. Don't touch Michael, Jack! Michael, stop!
Dr. Phil addressed this issue, telling Jack that most people who make it in the industry do it by making a joke out of themselves and not insulting or being disrespectful to others. However, Jack just kept on interrupting Dr. Phil, and the usually calm older gentleman had to do this.
Okay, we're done here.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to give him some advice, and he wants to talk rather
Jack,
than listen.
don't interrupt him
He's very
again,
hard to
please.
get along with. I'm sorry.
Jack, could you give him another chance?
All right, y'all, which of these moments was the most embarrassing for y'all? Make sure you share in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.